said at quarter time.
Well, I went over and listened to Dave Roberts. I only had time to go to one. But before I do that, I think it's been probably remiss of us to not congratulate Donnie Matheson in the Queen's Birthday Honours. He got an AOM, Medal of Australia. Well done, Donnie Matheson from the GFL. Robbo spoke very well to his players. He said they more pressure, they're going to close up the forward line, round the packs and use more voice.
Well, time will tell, Fano. Thanks very much for that. As we see the ball now thrown in the air by umpire Santos Burrito. Good touch at the leather there to the big ruckman, Peter Carroll, who's done very well, Cookie, too, against his taller opponent here this afternoon.
Yeah, but a free kick's been plucked out, and Keogh, the reliable defender of the Centrals, is going to take the free kick as Noel Fanning's just crashed through the barrier here. It's been a big day here. There's things falling down everywhere. Keogh's kick not effective. Up towards centre wing, it's taken away. Pardon my laughter. Half the broadcast box has just fallen down here. He's a good man ever around Noel Fanning, isn't he? The ball's over the line out of bounds, centre wing position. And the St Leonard's side just slightly in attack, I suppose. Maybe true centre wing position. And Ronnie, if you've recovered from that battering, you can take the call.
Sorry there, Shane, how's that? Yeah, okay.
Haven't got him just yet as Keogh comes out of the centre half back position for the Centrals. Punt kicks the ball towards the middle of the ground. Going in hard as Mervyn there for the St Leonard side. Hand pass comes out in the direction of Timmy Ellis. Over the top it goes. Picked up here by the dasher. Paul Field, the pup. Kicks the ball down to the forward line. Up goes the big fella Poole. He can't mark. Taken away from him, and they're going to get out of defence here with a hand pass from Harry Butler, and away goes St Leonard's and Ron. They did that well out of defence.
They certainly did, and it's quite surprising the standard of both sides here this afternoon, because conditions are pretty treacherous and they're handling the ball quite well, considering. As we just wait now on the ball coming back into play, as we see, great work there again by the St Leonard's big men. I think you'll find that was Carroll again thumping it forward as the loose ball now out to the centre wing position, working hard there for the Werribee Central side, picking up to Chris Delaney, goes inboard to Kevin Keogh on the left foot, punts it quickly to half forward.
Out on the full.
It's a shocker. And as Cookie has just called it, popped it over the line and out of bounds on the full. And the St Leonard's boys can regain possession.
Well, if you play that side of the ground, Ron, it's going to get out on the full here and there, isn't it? Because the wind is blowing that way, and if your kick's just slightly astray, you're going to give away a free kick. They must bring the ball across to this side of the ground, our side here, the grandstand side of the ground, where they can make better use of their possessions.
Yes, certainly, and we just see now that the ball is with the St Leonard's side. As we're getting a bit of feedback here, we do apologise for that, but hopefully we can correct that shortly, Cookie.
Down towards half forward goes the footy, off the hands of the pack there. We're going to have a throw in, and the big Howard's going to do the ruck work down there for the Centrals. He gets in position. His opponent on this occasion is Carroll. Neither player getting it completely clear. Nash goes into the bottom of the pack for the Centrals, gets it out to a teammate. Player held without it, Greg Hart for mine for the Centrals. Play on as they call. They stack in on top of it, almost the centre wing far side of the ground. Scores unchanged since quarter time. It's 2 goals, 2 St Leonard's. And the Werribee Centrals are 2 goals, 5-17.
Early stages of that second quarter here at St Leonard's, as we see Kevin Keogh, the dashing half back for the Werribee Central side, kicks to half forward, looks to Paul Field, the pup.
Oh, brilliantly done,
tackle.
Field.
Yes, nicely done. Gets the running hand of the team, a hand pass to the running Damien Ballon, punts it to the teeth of goal, working hard Simon Ballon, couldn't control the ball. The loose one now spills to the forward pocket, as we see working hard also for the Central side. Cookie was Chris Delaney,
yes.
But he's
Hand pass was all right.
Good
Got
one.
it across there to Paul Field. And he's kicked it to his teammate in Damien Ballon. He's got it on. Oh, he's hit the post. Who was that one had the shot for goal, Ron? I was picking them up as they went. It went that quick.
Yeah, Simon Ballon it was, Cookie.
Just 1 point only. A deserved better. A brilliant bit of play by the Centrals around the flank here. But 1 point only to Simon Ballon.
Ball now brought back into play by Stevens. It's a lovely kick too, all of 60 metres to the outer side of the ground at the back of the pack, taking a great mark there, Dean Gray.
Gray, the big red-headed player, kicks the ball out, far side of the ground, not a particularly good kick. It's out on the full. I just said, Ron, they can't kick the ball out that side of the ground, expect to be accurate. Player limping off the ground here for the Centrals, Ronnie, in a bad way. Number 30.
Yeah, it's not good news for the Centrals
Just
either.
going off, was that Mel Woodford?
No, it's the new recruit there from Melbourne in Timmy Letches.
It is too. Yes, Timmy Leskin, he's gone off, and I don't think he'll be back. He's gone straight up the race, Ron. Let's hope he's all right.
Okay, the ball now is at the half-forward line for the Werribee Central side. But again, over the top, taking a very timely mark there for the St Leonard's side, Dean Gray. Goes short, goes right to the corridor. Dangerous footy, but he's found Greg Mervyn for this.
They're doing the right thing, Ron. At least he tried to come across the ground to the attacking side. Maybe a bit early. Only time will tell. As Mervyn kicks the ball towards half forward. His target there was Maloney, but chipping in David Dowling takes the mark in front of him. And Dowling for the Centrals goes for the corridor to the centre half forward position. Chance here for the Centrals to get out of attack, but they can't do so. Well claimed there by Timmy Ellis. Crashes his way through the pack. Hand pass coming across. Picked up by Jamie Ellis. Gone, the crowd roar. And gone, says the umpire. And watch out, it might be 50. The ball was kicked after the free kick was given, but I think the 50 would be a bit tough on that occasion, and just a little bit slow to get rid of it there, Ron, was Jamie Ellis.
Yes, he certainly was, and again, the big man for the St Leonard side doing a great job too, Peter Carroll. He's got possession half-back members side of this very picturesque park down here at St Leonard's.
Oh, lovely kick too, and he's found his teammate Gray, who's been playing well. Plays on immediately with a hand pass to the run of Stevens. The full-back made a dash, kicks the ball, but wide again to that far defensive side of the ground. Gained 50 or 60 metres, but no chance of bringing it in to score from there. Over the line now to bounds, bouncing this time half-forward flank. St Leonard's going into attack.
Ball back into play. Over the top, we see working hard there for the Central side was Damien Ballon. Did battle there with Carroll. The loose ball comes to where we see working hard was the nugget in number 25, Greg Hart. Tried to find his teammate there in Delaney, couldn't do so. St Leonard's now kicking off the cover to centre half forward, but it's all Centrals again as they defend grimly there through Dennis Cunningham. But tripping in nicely for St Leonard's is Swerven Mervyn, who's doing quite well at half back for the St Leonard's side, Cookie.
Doing very nicely indeed. Had to kick that one in a hurry on left foot. It bounced in front of the boundary line, and the boundary umpire right on the job said, I'll throw this ball back in, just slightly in the attacking zone with St Leonard's going into attack. The ball spills free from the ruck contest. It's picked up here and kicked forward by Jamie Ellis. Long kick for the Centrals. Up towards half forward. He's got a teammate scouting the pack and Chris Delaney. Around on the left foot he goes, but he's gone across the face of goal. David Dowling out in front of his opponent there in Dean Gray. Dowling does well, gets it back towards a teammate who gabs the footy. Punt kicks into the goal square. Up goes Fordham. It's thumped away from him though. Deep in defence by Munster, and it's through for 1 point. Touched off the hands of the players.
Yeah, good defensive footy there too, St Leonard's, and they're working hard, Cookie, and doing a great job at this match of the day for the GDFL Football League round 11. As we said, there's only about, just have a look.
14 plays 19, Ron. Centrals lead by 5 points. And this quarter brought to you by the Com the Fiend Hotel. Kick out to half back, almost the mark to Munster, not paid. He's going to receive the free kick, and the Centrals supporters here didn't like it, but Munster's got the kick, kicks it not long enough. Up in front goes little Delaney and takes the mark, chips the pass into centre half forward, and it's a beauty because David Dowling comes out and marks on his chest, some 45 metres out from goal. He is directly in front. They'll win a factor. Ronnie, guide it through if you can.
The drop punt, it looks good off the boot. It holds up in the breeze. Good defensive football there from Mario Randone. Nearly mark taken there by Stevens, but Randone played it safe and thumped it through for a rush behind.
We've seen him do plenty of that in these days at Drysdale, Ron. Safety first for Mario Randone. He does some muck around. Punt kicks the ball out long, looking for and finding Robert Maloney, who's taken a couple of good grabs today. That was another one. Kick around the centre wing to Mervyn, who's made a bit of space. Swerven Mervyn, lovely pass to half forward. And he's found a teammate, Ronnie, taking a good one.
Yes, Gibber Renton now kicks long and a half forward. In front two being held for mine. Good call from umpire Sanders Burrito. I think you'll find it could be Shane Rice.
Rice, was it? I thought it might have been Ackershot. Kicks into the pocket.
Ackershot it was.
Not a good kick because Matty Foot out in front for the Centrals takes a nice mark. 20 metres out from the goal to which he is defending. And Matty Foot just deciding which way to go. Elects to come straight up the ground. The target Timmy Ellis gets underneath it. Oh, up goes the high flyer in Maloney. He got up high again, couldn't mark. Hand pass to the run of Paul Field, playing a good game. Spears a pass into the forward line. Out they come, kicked off the ground by Stevens, who come out, met the footy well. Taps it back, looking for a teammate. Oh, they're all slipping the slipper in there. Someone should try and pick it up. Going in there, the Harry Butler couldn't do so. Umpires found a throw, if you don't mind. And I think you'll find that Paul Field hands the ball back, and it goes the free kick to Chris Delaney.
Yeah, Delaney can thank his lucky stars. Was a little bit fortunate there, because I thought for mine, Cookie, the handball looked all right from here. As the kick, though, from young Delaney is offline and through for another minus score. And that moves the Centrals now to 2-9, leading St Leonard's 2-2.
Yeah, not much in the game, Ron, just a goal in it. Waiting on the kick from full back. Ooh, tumbled the punt a bit, goes close to the fence. Let's hope Mervyn touched it with the St Leonard supporters. Boundary umpire running the job said, yes, you did, Mervyn. And it's a touch one. Could have been a free kick there to the Centrals, but wasn't there because Mervyn got his big bits on it, Ronnie, and a boundary throw in occurs out at half forward for the Centrals.
Copping one a little high there too was number 31 for the Central side, Jamie Ellis. Ball's allowed to continue now with the football.
Good
Ellis
tackle,
again
Mervyn.
working hard. Mervyn, yes, is rewarded. I think you'll find is now gone the wrong way. I think you'll find.
She's paid it the other way, Ron.
Oh, dearie me.
Paid it the other way. I think that might have been Paul Field it was out there. Kicks the ball into centre half forward. And despite the good effort of Stevens to thump it away, the big fella Howard has taken the grab at the centre half forward position. A little bit closer to goal, perhaps, Ronnie. How far out will he kick this from? 35 metres, perhaps directly in front?
Yes, good call, David Cook, as we wait now on Mick Howard. On the left foot, the drop punt. Oh, he didn't allow for the breeze. He's well offline and kicks there 10th behind for the Werribee Central side.
Hawthorn right now, and St Kilda down Waverley Park. Hawthorn's got 12, 6, 7, 8 running it away, with St Kilda lagging behind 6-1-37.
We're waiting now on Justin Wheelahan to put the ball back into play for St Leonard's. 1 point only there to Howard. Ronnie could have done a bit better with that one, would have thought. No pressure there, just 35 metres out. Had to aim for the right goalpost, aim for the centre of the goalpost, I'd suggest, and it drifted away to the left-hand side and through for just 1 point.
Yes, certainly, David. And, well, Mick Howard, his disposal, well, he's got to work on that a little bit more. Because
but he's winning the footy well, isn't he?
Yes, he's
giving them a
marking it
chance, a lead there at centre half forward, giving them something to aim at, but he's just not capitalising on his opportunities. And as I said before, on a day like today, you can't afford to waste those ones.
Certainly, Mick Howard 1-3. I think you'll find off his boot, and well, he really needs to work a little bit harder in front of goal as we wait now on the ball brought back into play. Yes, number 13 there, and Justin Wheelahan, hamstrings as he's called, brings it out there. Lovely mark in front there too for St Leonard's side. Brings the ball now to centre wing, looking for his teammate there who contested well there at Kelly. Good support likewise from Mason. Caught one a bit high there from Pulley, and I think you'll find Perry Mason gets the footy for the St Leonard side.
Lovely kick from Perry Mason. Oh, player dropped one he should have taken there. Richie Howes allowed them to get out of defence, go the Centrals into the centre of the ground. Couldn't take a mark. Picked up here at the back of the pack by Stevens. It might have been Rice. Kicks it out towards the centre wing. Half forward flank perhaps. Here's the elusive Maloney. Gathers the footy. Gets around his opponent well. Kicks the ball into the half forward flank forward pocket position. Up in front, no mark, but a free kick paid here to St Leonard's. Would have taken the mark had he not been held, Ron. And just looking to pick up who it is. He's got the long sleeves on out there at half forward.
Yes, it was a good mark too, Cookie. His kick, though, this time looks there for the full forward in Johnson. Just trying to pick him up. I think you'll find it could have been Richie Howes, the number 9 Guernsey, as the ball now loose at half forward. And St Leonard's with an opportunity to the big fella in Justin Renton. But Jibber, his hand pass put his team under all sorts of pressure, and another turnover allows now the Centrals to go into attack.
And they do so through, up towards half forward, push it on in front of him. Chance here for Field, is it running onto the footy? It might be Fordham. Taps the ball in front of him. No one able to pick it up. A little kick off the ground for the defence here, St Leonard's. They're defending doggedly. They're facing defeat here on their home ground because Centrals have had plenty of the play, but they've been unable to put it through the big ones. And well played there. Coming out of defence was Justin Wheelahan with support from Randale and also Mason. And they've got it out of bounds to centre wing position.
Yes, the big men fly. Working hard there for St Leonard's was Jibber Renton. The ball comes to ground at the back of the pack. Dowling spears a low trajectory drop punt up to half forward. In front though, St Leonard's. Timmy Munster Munster, though, couldn't get a lot of support there because Fordham chips in for the Centrals. Kicks up to the pocket. In front, though, was Harry Butler working hard for St Leonard's. And I think you'll find he was pretty happy to see it go over the line, Cookie.
He looked very pleased, did Harry. Good kick from Fordham there to swing it back in. Could have easily put that out on the full. Swung it back in well. Boundaries showing. Up they go. The big fella Renton might have won the hit down here for St Leonard's. It's only 20 metres out from the goal to which the Centrals are attacking. They stack in on top at the bottom of the pack there. Chris Delaney appealing for a free kick. Not getting one from the umpire. And he's going to ball this one up. Just 20 metres out from goal. Centrals doing all the attacking but can't kick it through.
Now the ball with Randoni after that ball up, as we see his kick though only go a short distance straight to the direction of Simon Ballon, who punts it to goal. Oh, what a great mark.
A beauty.
A one-hander taken, and I think you'll find that looks like Cookie. Can you pick him up?
Wheelahan, I think it was
Yeah,
Justin Wheelahan, the fullback,
mark.
took a great mark. Kicks out to Hood's halfback. Keogh's in the way though. Hand passes to his side's advantage, but it rebounds up a player's legs. Keogh slaps it back cleverly through his legs. Well played by Keogh to Hart. Hart picks up, fires into the forward line, and bouncing through for one behind, close to the point post. It made it, yes, one behind off the boot of Hart.
Just looking back there, Cookie, I picked that player up. It was Tam Munster. We're in the 23 Guernsey for St Leonard's that took that great one-hander in the full-back line.
Munster it was. The ball kicked in now at the centre half-back. Can anyone gather this one cleanly? It's been a tough, slogging game. Not much scientific footy played. Keogh taps the ball across. He's got a teammate running free. He's dumped as he kicks this one. It's a long kick from Ellis. Wait on the goal umpire. He's missed to the right-hand side. They're peppering the goals down here, the Centrals, but they can't ram the big one through. And Timmy Ellis boots his second behind of the day.
Great effort, wasn't it? Considering the pressure he was under. A lovely disposal, Timmy Ellis, but was just offline.
Long kick out from the fence, looking for the high flyer there in grey. Cleverly taps it over the back to the elusive Maloney. Maloney now of St Leonard's goes out wide, looking for his teammate. Up there might be Howes. Howes can't control the footy well enough, Michael Howes. Taps it forward, gains 15 or 20 metres, but it's a boundary throw in. And waiting to do battle here will be the big fella Carroll, who's done a reasonable job on Pooleye, a much taller opponent.
Yes, certainly has, Cookie. As the ball now is with the St Leonard's side again through the agency of Dean Perry Mason. Gets it to half forward. Chipping in there was Laterilo. His kick up to the full forward position. Johnson had the ball well knocked away from him by Matt Foot, the fullback for the Centrals. And good support also there for the Centrals side coming across there in defence. Getting the ball to the boundary line. I think you'll find it was Dennis Cunningham with that left knee strapped.
Yeah, well played by Foot too. He's doing quite a good job down there in defence as it comes back into play, and chipping in and taking a nice mark here is Damien Ballon at left half-back, grandstand side of the ground. The Clouds covering the ground here as he kicks the ball towards the centre wing, but good play by Munster, who's having a pretty good game as Herman takes the mark for the St Leonard's side. Punt kicks up towards half forward. He was looking for Rice, who couldn't hold the mark on that occasion, crashing his way through the Packers. Nash for the Centrals. He is claimed in the tackle, unable to get the ball free. And the umpire is going to come in and ball this one up with St Leonard's slightly in attack, Ronnie, in the second quarter, brought to you by the Come the Fiend Hotel in Kilgore Street.
Yes, certainly. The family atmosphere at the Commoner Fiend Hotel. Back to the footy as we see now a quick kick there from Ackershot. His kick was well smothered. The loose ball trapped there by Maloney. His hand pass looks to the direction of his teammate in Dean Gray. Under all sorts of pressure though from the Werribee central half back line. Sees the ball now pretty well congested out there at the centre wing position. And a quick kick there allowed good work there from the central side in Damien Ballon. The kick out of the fence finds the centre half forward position there, and good football too from that player in Barry Delaney. Goes over to field.
They've got one.
Good. Good build up and a nice goal, Paul Field.
Yeah, good build up as you called, Ron, with Delaney there. And Field doing it very, very nicely, gathering the footy, turning around and sprinting for goal, and aimed straight at him and kept the ball low on that occasion, and through she went. For a goal to the Centrals, their third goal of the day, and a badly needed one. They've been using the ball not too well on their forward line, had plenty of it, unable to thread the big ones. That one split the woodwork, and a good goal kicked on that occasion by Paul Field, who's playing a darn good game.
Yeah, he certainly is, and Paul's got the right thigh heavily strapped too. We're in the 15 Guernsey for the Centrals, but doesn't seem to affect his running or ability. 15 minutes of travel to the second term as the umpire throws the ball on the air, and umpire Santos Burrito. Umpire Munro comes in now and said there's a high tackle, and I think you'll find that Munster gets the free kick for St Leonard's, centre of the ground.
He's playing well too. He kicks the ball into the forward zone, looking for the lead of the big fella there in Carroll. It went straight past him. He was unable to take the mark. Greg Hart butters in well for the Centrals, ties it up there at half-back, does not let St Leonard's move the ball further forward, and an umpire's going to come in and ball this one up. Well played by Greg Hart. He was prepared to put the body on the line and didn't let it get out of the pack.
Well, the pack of players have formed now from that umpire ball up, and it's pretty congested out there. It spills now to Dean Gray, the red-headed bombshell. Gets a quick kick, and the tempers are starting to fray a little bit as we see that Timmy Ellis, likewise in Dean Gray from St Leonard's, just exchanging a few pleasantries there, Cookie. Nothing serious. The ball spills to half forward out of bounds. Back into play now as we see it brought back into the corridor. Players going in pretty strongly for the leather. There's an opportunity from Dean Mason again. Gets a quick kick, but again the defence stands firm. Gibber chips it there. Gibber Renton punts it up there to half forward. Kick there from, I think that was Frankie Lateralio, and his quick kick, though, goes straight to the arms of the dashing defender for the Central side.
Clears the ball out towards the centre wing. First onto the footy here, might well be Houlihan. Over the top he goes, but it's intercepted and well picked up too by Jamie Ellis. Runs around the right foot, kicks into the corridor. Up goes Fordham. Can't quite mark. Streaking out of defence is Damien Stevens, doing a good job at fullback. Traps the ball, loses it now, lays a tackle on. Too high, said the umpire. And I think Fordham is going to take the free kick, and he's only 25 metres out from goal. Fordham it is. Chris Fordham, Fatty, officially known as, is about to line up to kick his first goal of the game. He's got 1 point on the board. He's been a target down there on the forward line. Punt kicks with the right foot. Oh, goal, umpire leans straight back. This is a beauty run. And Fordham bobs another one through for the Centrals, and they go further ahead.
Yes, a good goal there from Fatty Fordham, but just looking back there, Cookie, was the kick there.
Oh, I think it was soft.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the Commonwealth Hotel's second quarter scoreboard. 16 and a half minutes have travelled. Werribee Centrals now. They move on to 4-12-36. They lead St Leonard's 2-2-14. And round 11, GDFL match of the day down here at St Leonard's. Let's have a look, Cookie. 22 points in it.
20 St Leonard's haven't scored this quarter. I thought they might have had the advantage of just a slight boost at just blowing across the ground, but I thought if they attacked from the right side of the ground, they could run away with this, but they haven't scored this quarter, and it's been due to the little men. And here's another one picking it up. Jamie Ellis had a good game for the Centrals. Out of the centre he goes up towards the half-forward line. No one able to take the mark. Stevens is in there for St Leonard's. Knocks the ball away, but it's picked up by Central's play. Kicks across the face of goal. Too far across in that occasion. It's over the line, out of bounds. A bounce just before the line, and we'll have a boundary throw in right forward pocket. Again, the Central's doing all the attacking and looking the goods right at they start finding the target more often.
Yes, we've got Stevens doing battle with Howard. Used his strength, Mick Howard. Got the ball to ground, but chipping in hard there was Gibber Renton for the St Leonard side. Did well for them and just chipped it out towards the boundary line and was quite happy to see it go over again, some 25 metres from the Werribee Central goal.
He actually did well there, Ron, because he could well have kicked that out on the full very easily. The throw-in is thumped back towards the boundary line, running onto the footy, unable to gather it in. Might have been Randone, was it? It's out of bounds. It was not Randone. St Leonard's player unable to claim it there before it went out of bounds. And the boundary umpire is going to repeat the dose.
All going uncontested, all copying it a little bit high too. The tackle was Chris Delaney.
Oops a daisy, oops a daisy. They're not talking about the disco tonight down there, Ronnie. Fordham's in there, showing a bit of weight around, if you'll pardon the pun.
Well, it's silly footy for mine, Cookie, because Werribee have got the free kick, and I think umpires could reverse it.
You wouldn't be surprised, would you? Well, he did get one high there, Delaney, and, well, in the heat of the moment, your teammates, you're liable to come in and try and help out.
He certainly did, didn't he, Fatty Fordham?
He didn't lose the free kick, and he's kicked the goal, has Delaney. Chris Delaney bobs his second of the day, and they go further ahead to the Werribee Centrals. Late stages of the second quarter, brought to you by the Thufney Hotel in Kilgore Street. St Leonard's 2 goals, 2-14. Werribee Centrals go to 5-12-42, and a pretty handy break approaching the halfway mark of this game.
Yes, it certainly is, Cookie. 25 and a half minutes of travel of the second quarter here down at St Leonard's for the round 11 GDFL match of the day here this afternoon. And St Leonard's, as you've just mentioned, they're enjoying a 28-point advantage late stages of the second quarter.
Ball just coming back to the centre now. Randoni in the centre, being picked up now by Barry Delaney, it looks like. Umpire about to start proceedings, Poolai in the ruck for the Centrals. Umpire taking his time, making sure all players are settled. Up he goes. Poolai wins the hit down. It goes down towards player there for St Leonard's. Couldn't hit Kelly, it was. Got a little kick out wide towards centre wing, slightly into attack, and diving onto it, taking a good mark is Frank Latero, and he takes a good one, diving forward. Punt kicks the ball into the corridor. Good kick by Latero. Out they come. Johnston's in front, being held, according to the umpire, by the jumper, and Johnston is going to take the free kick. Greg Johnston, they need to get it down there more often. Ronnie looks a likely prospect at full forward. 1 goal to his personal tally. Should have been at least 2-1 or perhaps 3 straight, but Johnston with the free kick for St Leonard's, and probably 28, 30 metres out from goal. Directly in front, punt kicks. Goes for the middle of the goal. Of course, it drifts across to the left-hand side. Should have known better. 1 point only to Greg Johnston when St Leonard's badly needed a goal.
Yes, they certainly did. 1 goal, 3 off the boot of Greg Johnson. What he lacks in inches, Cookie. You know, Matt Footy's opponent's probably a good 6 inches taller than him, but gee whiz, he's quick over the first 10, 15 metres.
And he is playing in front, Ron. They need to get it down there more often. Kick comes out from Foot. Lovely kick too. Way out over half-back. Mervyn gets a hand pass across to his teammate running onto it there in Randone. Can't get it forward. Little kick goes towards half-forward. It's picked up here by Jamie Ellis. Had a big second quarter for the Centrals. Punt kicks the ball back to the centre of the ground. Which way will it bounce? Up they go. Grabbing it out of mid-air was Paul Field. He's claimed high. Umpire pays the free kick. Away goes Field on the right foot. Kicks down to half-forward. There's only one physique like this. It's Fordham picking it up. Hand passing over the top. Looking for the run of Timmy Ellis. He couldn't gather it sweetly. Tapped it on cleverly. Hand pass from Ballon. Gives it back to Fordham. Fordham lines him up from 45 metres out. Wide angle across the face of goal. A mark taken down here. Might be Chris Delaney again, is it?
Yes,
He's bobbed up in the forward pocket and taken another mark.
Yes, great work there, Chris Delaney. Opportunity here. He's only a good 10 metres, Cookie, from goal, but right on the boundary line and will be tested.
Angle acute. Delaney, personal tally. 2 goals, 1. Delaney, personal tally. 3 goals, 1. He's bobbed through a blinking good goal, Ronnie.
Yes, certainly great football, Chris Delaney. All set up there by Chris Fatty Fordham, and he's doing quite well too for the Centrals this afternoon.
He's moving around well, isn't he, the big fellow? Not tall in stature, but a bit like yourself, Ron, sponsored by 420 perhaps.
Very strongly
And,
built, Cookie. Very
that's what it is. St Leonard's 2-2-14. Centrals are 6 goals, 12-48. They've got right away this quarter in what looked to be a pretty interesting game at quarter time. The Centrals are bolted. 27 minutes gone, second quarter. Ronnie Brain, see if he can get St Leonard's a goal.
St Leonard's now, they've got to do some work in the centre. Got to get out of the middle, as we see now that Renton on the ball. Pulley having a run also for the Centrals, gets the ball to the centre half forward. Fordham lost his footing, allows now Jamie Ellis to come in. Lost the footy. Good shepherding work there by Barry Delaney. Allows now a quick kick there from Ellis. And he travelled a short distance, but now we see an opportunity there for the like Nugget in Greg Hart. His kick was well smothered also. Opportunity now St Leonard's. Being held without the ball, Dean Gray, and should get the free kick, but umpire Munro said no. We'll have a boundary throw in out of side centre wing.
I agree with you, Ron. Could well have got one there, Dean Gray. And Robert Maloney just telling the umpire, I agree with Ron and Gray. Hand pass from this boundary throw-in. Comes in the direction of Damien Ballon. Can't handle it cleanly. Picked up. St Leonard's are going to go slightly into attack here with a kick towards the centre of the ground. Running onto the footy there is Latello. At the back it goes. Chance here for Richie Howells of St Leonard's. Can't gather it quickly. It's kicked out wide, and the mark taken out here might be Dowling.
Yes, Dowling it was, and opportunity now for the Centrals there at half forward. Mervyn comes in well there for St Leonard's, thumps the ball to the direction of his teammate, coming through strongly there, and good football too from Butler. Butler's kicked now out the outer side of the ground. Looks for Richie Howells, out of position. Good defensive football. Justin Morley goes inboard to Pulley. He can't trap the ball cleanly, and I think you'll find that umpire Munro will call for a ball up. Some 70 metres, Cookie, from St Leonard's goal. Haven't had it up there past half forward on too many occasions in the second quarter.
They certainly haven't, and when they have had, they've been in that dead pocket. They haven't brought the ball out to our side of the ground here, the grandstand side, too often. When they have, they've looked all right with a couple of leads from Johnston coming up the ground. That dead pocket, and of course we've got to give credit to the Centrals in this quarter, who bottled it up out there and then swung it across when they've got into attack. Here's a kick coming up towards the centre wing with the Centrals, but getting under this one is the gibber, Justin Reynolds. Justin Renton takes the mark, kicks the ball into centre half forward. Siren has gone. as Howells it was, took the mark, fired up a hand pass, a long way out from goal. Siren's gone, and at half-time, Ronnie, St Leonard's are in more trouble than Jeff Cannon at a wine tasting.
they certainly are. I like that one, Cookie.
Well, have a look at what they've kicked this quarter. The Centrals, had they kicked straight, they'd about 10 goals in front. Let's be honest about it. And Robbo's a good mate of mine, the St Leonard's coach too. But let's be honest, they kicked about 2 points, I think, for the quarter, St Leonard's. Not good enough in today's football, Ron. The win, can't blame the win. Let's give some credit to the Centrals here. A big second quarter by the Centrals. The little players were too good. Little Jamie Ellis, Chris Delaney, all their little players. And, of course, Fatty Fordham running around the forward line. Frightened a couple too, I think, as he come out there. And he's done the job for him. Tim Ellis having a good game. And so, too, in the centre is Paul Field. And they the